Thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to be replacing the hot water valve for my washing machine. Now there's been a lot of water damage. A previous owner rigged some line together that was made out of the natural gas type piping, so it rusted, corroded, plenty of water damage to the drywall. So I've replaced the valve once, not quite a year ago, but it started leaking. So I'm going to go ahead and replace it. It wasn't leaking where it connects, but the actual valve itself was leaking. So I've gone ahead. I've actually taken it off once already, but I thought I might as well do a video on it. So I've gone ahead, I've taken the hose off just for the water line into the washing machine, and I'm going to be using, I have a pipe wrench and then my channel locks, kind of the blue nice big ones, and you want to use two. And I ended up putting one on the right side, then the channel lock would go on the left. And it's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, holding this down, spinning. So then you can go ahead and unscrew the defective valve. So now I have some Blue Monster thread tape. It's a little heavier duty than the standard white thread tape, as well as Odie Great White Pipe Joint Compound. Some people recommend using one or the other. Either way is fine. The goal is for it not to leak. I've used both. I've had other plumbers say they use both. It's all preference. You know, one will say the other is right or wrong. So the goal for it not to leak, I've had success doing it this way. So that's how I'm going to do it. Now I'm wrapping the thread in the same, or the thread tape the same direction. Okay, now I'll go ahead and just put a little bit of this joint compound on. Not using much. So you want to make sure that you grab the valve that isn't the broken one. And we'll go ahead and just start threading that on. So now that I've got it as tight as I can with my hands, this time I'm going to place a pipe wrench on the left side. Alright, so far, so good. I'm actually going to close the valve here. Hopefully, you don't want it too tight to where you pinch the rubber gasket in there. But now it's time of moment of truth. I got to go turn the water on and see if it's leaking. However, instead of just leaving it like this, I'm going to actually hook the hose back up. And this I haven't used any pipe tape. Probably could. Got a good rubber gasket down low. I've just, you know, if you want to, you can. But just going to screw that on. This way, if it does leak, I have the other end of the hose actually going into the tank of the washing machine. So I'm gonna go turn it on and see what happens. Alright, so I have success. I turned the water back on out in the yard, which I forgot to mention at the beginning. Turn your water line off, or at least you can turn the hot water line off, since that's what I was changing, but I just as well turn the whole water off to the house, so that way there's not going to be any big mess. It's not leaking, so it was a success. If you have your comments, go ahead and leave them. I'm sure there's some plumbers out there that are going to watch this that'll give better tips than I did. I'm not a plumber by any means. So, thanks for watching. If you like it, give a thumbs up, and good luck.